Okay guys, so today's video is on my under eye routine, my baking, my blush, my contour, my highlight, my bronzer, my 15 tons of makeup. If you would like to learn how to achieve this type of look, all you gotta do is stay tuned. Okay guys, so to start out, my foundation is done and I'm using the Illamasqua, which I've been loving lately, SB 15 and 17, full coverage. Absolutely love the color payoff. It's just, I love it. If you haven't seen my videos on Instagram, then you should probably check those out. Okay, so for under my eye, I'm actually using Dermablend again, except for this time, actually no, I'm using Cover FX. Their Cover Cream Concealer, which I've absolutely been loving in medium deep. I've also been using some Dermablend, so that's why I said that, but let's jump right in before I ramble. So my foundation's done, and the first thing I'm going to do is go in and bake. And I actually like kind of lightweight hate that term, but it's become such bake. It's become like so trendy. I'm like, I'm going to go in with Dermablend, and this is in Saffron, and I really love their products. I'm going to go in using that on a pointed beauty blender sponge. Just going to take some from the cap and work it in. Another combination that I like, I actually have right here, is my Undereye powder and banana and camel or topaz. It kind of yields the same results, except for Undereye powder is so long wearing that I just really opt for it a lot of times. And I'm just gonna go and place it under my eye and a little bit up the sides of my nose. I did do contouring, so I'm gonna try not to disturb that. But I'm gonna place more than would be necessary, and that's just to let the heat from your body heat it up, transfer, get the product, and then you can wipe it away. And it just really intensifies, as where maybe you just puff it on or use a brush. This method really uses the heat from your body, hence baking, cooking. Okay, so there I have started the process. Now, you can use a lot more products than this depending on how you like your face powder to look, or whatever the case may be, but this is about comfortable for me. I think once it blends in, I brush it away, it's gonna look really, really good. I'm actually now going to go in on the sides of my face. I'm gonna use Ebony from Undereye. I think this powder is highly underrated, and it's so rich and it's deep, and I am going to make sure to use it more. So I'm gonna go in and set my contours. I'm gonna get some on the brush and then work it on the back of my hand so I don't get too much product fall out. And I'm gonna start a little bit higher. And this I'm actually going to more work in than let sit there, because it is darker, and fallout from this could change the shape of the face and the makeup. But it is a really great deep dark powder, and it's great contour, as you can see. Turn the brush bristles down, upward. Okay, so I feel as though everything has gone in and sat, and I feel as though the heat from my body has accessed it and it's seeped in and everything is on fleek. So I'm just gonna go in slightly and blend away the tiny bit of excess product that didn't absorb into my skin or bake along with the rest of everything else. and just softly blend everything away, blend everything in, out, etc. Got my smudge hands because she's rich. Don't underestimate girls who wear makeup, period. Why? Because we will beat your face with our face beat, honey. Yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter of choice right now, and that is Air from Fashion Fair. I love it right now. And I'm gonna highlight everything except for my cheeks, I'm thinking, because I want to do that after I do the blush. I'm gonna go in on this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to build a haze here in the center. Just a light blossom, and I'm gonna let it grow, but not too much, right? Then with my fingertip, I'm gonna go in here, did a little more than I want, and just blend that out. And then on the very tip of my nose. Okay. Blend this out. If you OD with sparkly powder, just go in with a little bit of translucent powder and you can kind of clean it up. It'll kind of pick it up a little bit and carry it away. And I'm also going to highlight right here a tiny bit, holding the product there like a crazy person, and then just blend it. Like my face isn't big enough, come on. Now I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. This is from my little purple handled set from BH Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna add a tiny bit in the highest part of my brow. Not the whole brow, just in the uppermost. It's sexy and it's highbrow stank. So blend it out a little bit. An ombre kind of highlight. Just sweep it. The blush I'll be using today is Russet, and that's right here. That's from La Femme. I'll have information about them in the bottom bar. There are plenty of blushes that are around this family that you can use if you like this color, or you can just use whatever blush you're going to use if you're recreating this or whatever. And I'm gonna take some on a fluffy, dense, but still not too dense. I don't want to disturb my other makeup, and I'm just going to slightly start in on the blush contour and then sweep it across the apples of my cheeks a tiny bit because my face is longer and it'll cut my face a little bit and give me a so-called more balanced or shorter appearance. So kind of gives you a contour, but it still gives you blush on the front of the cheek. If you have a rounder face, I would go more on the sides. If you have a square face, I would go kind of how I'm doing a little bit as well. Just a little tidbit. Ugh, something in my eye. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. Some people are really afraid of blush, and that's because it's easy to have your blush look harsh. Really unnatural. I have something in my eye. Really unnatural and heavy and just whatever. So that's why I really like orange tones, and this tone in particular is really nice. I'm gonna go in and add a tiny bit of this pink right here. I believe I will have the name for that on the screen. I'm not gonna screw you guys' heads up. I'm just going to sweep that a tiny bit on my cheek. I don't wear blush nearly as much as I used to, but I still love it. It still really adds a nice touch, and that's not really even as heavy as you could go. You could wear more blush than this and get away with it I just like that really soft touch. Now I'm gonna go in with Air and add a highlight. I'm looking up to see where the light is naturally going, and I'm also going to extend it to where it would be flattering. I'm going to go in with my fan brush and just help to disperse it a bit more. Okay, so the final step is, of course, bronzer. You could definitely skip this step. I know some people are like, are you really gonna put more stuff on your face? Yes, glamour, I am gonna do this, okay? So you better cuff your man. I'm gonna go in and really fluff it up there good because I really wanna pull out the darker pigment. And I'm going to blend it in an upward direction and a little bit through my blush because you want it to look like the blush is coming from within, and the bronzer is the last step because the sun touched your skin or something like that. And you just really want to take it across the top of your hairline and blend the tones. And if you feel like you've lost any of your blush intensity, as you can hear, I'm tapping away down here at the blush. And you can just come in and reapply. Dust and blend. If you notice a tiny disconnect between your makeup, like it seems like everything is not as blended as you want, go in with a tiny bit of your, like I'm going in with my Dermablend powder, tiny bit on the brush, and I'm kind of going in and blurring everything. Not too heavily because you don't want to shift your makeup too much or anything. Not that you're going to, but just enough to blend it. I'm gonna go in with Sepia from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it is just a chocolate taupey . This is Jordana Matte Whisper. In my video, I said it was LA Girl. A few videos ago. You guys remember what I said about this hand, right? You gotta make sure everything's on fleek and your hand gotta be there. Okay, so I love the look like this, but I want to see what it looks like with a little bit of black liner and a little bit of a black smoke out. I went in with some of my NYX matte spray, sprayed it on my beauty blender, and now I'm just going in.
Mickey on the track.
All Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the routine. I hope this was fun and easy for you guys. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I make tons of videos here on YouTube. Definitely make sure to check out my last video. I'll have that a little shot right here for you guys to check out. As always, thank you guys so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye guys.